Happy draft day, draft crackers.
I got
That
your
one
laptop.
Went everywhere.
Your
It's
whole
Dan.
backside.
It's JP. It's a beer that just exploded over all of us, and it is draft day. And for those of you who have listened to this show or have gone back to other ones, the last couple years we have been in Brad's garage, and now you get to see the video of us literally in Brad's garage. Our buddy Brad up in Mount Pleasant, we have come up here, and we did a little fun when it came to the first half of the day. We played a little frolf out there because I am incapable of golf at the moment. Not that I was capable of golf when I had two hands, but this is kind of where we're at. You won. You won by 12 shots? 14 shots.
Who's counting?
14 throws. They're not really shots, not strokes in frolf.
It's kind of a shot.
It's throw. 14 throws of the disc.
All right.
Well done, sir. Cheers to one of the, I'd say one of the best days of the year, but for you, really, the second best day of the draft, even.
Correct.
Because you aren't, first round is fine.
It might be the worst day of the draft, to be honest with you. I'm kind of a day two guy, then three, then one.
Mm-hmm. Well, to start things off.
Because the one's frustrating. Because you got to do the mock of the one, and it's always an absolute mess. And I want to remind everyone that, like, if you get, like, 5 or 6 right, you crushed it.
Right, exactly. And because that's the thing, is like, I actually guessed a few trades. You guessed it. You didn't guess any trades. Yeah, the cameras there, you don't have to talk to it all the time. It's
totally forgot those cameras.
But I guessed a few trades. Right,
I tried.
I don't know that I will, and that's the thing. Like the guys from not PFF, keep calling that the stock exchange guys. Because now they're not really affiliated with PFF anymore. They had a couple trades. One of them had trades. One of them didn't have trades. And that's the thing is like sometimes you want to put those in there because you know they're going to happen. There's going to be anywhere between 2 and 8 trades.
But it can derail your whole mock real quick.
Exactly.
So that's why I kind of lean toward like. I don't know. I'm doing mine second, right?
Right. We'll do mine first because yours
wait
is always
see
better.
if I do last minute fly.
Sure,
trades
why not? Yeah.
That I haven't even put down yet.
All right. Well, so what we're going to do is you are going to listen to my mock and make fun of it.
I'm going to mock your mock.
Exactly. And then I am going to mock your mock. And then we are going to collectively mock other mocks at the end.
Well, that's mostly going to be you because I intentionally try not to look at mocks like the day
or
two prior to
Yeah, I'll pull up one or two.
The draft. Because I don't want it to influence. I don't want to. I don't want it to influence me, and B, I don't want to like fall for like crazy season. All that last minute buzz.
For example, what was the app that you were on that had wide receiver Jeremiah Love?
Oh, that was the thing that came from Bleacher Report that said wide receiver from Notre Dame Jeremiah Love is in contention for the top overall pick. And I went, see, Dan, this popped up, so I had no choice but to see this.
Right.
But this is why
I'm
not looking at this like 48 hours prior to the draft. I just don't.
Before we get started, usually we do like a beverage break halfway through the show, but because we have a bunch of stuff to sample over the course of the day today, we've already had a few.
Sampled.
We're going to talk about this first one right now. We're not necessarily going to give a review. We're just going to tell people what it is. This is from Zool Beer. Zool down in Knoxville, Tennessee. And this is one of their kind of one-off type things. Where
it's the best beer we had all day.
Also true.
Ooh, second best for me.
Okay. All right, we'll get to that in a minute.
Well, it was just the one we had when we had lunch. I really like the M43. You know that.
Fair. You can't go wrong with an M43. This, however, is Trees of Green number 6. It's a West Coast IPA.
Which is shocking because I hate West Coast IPAs.
I got this purposely because I wanted to see if you didn't mind a West Coast from Zool because you like a lot of Zool beer. The only Zool beer you haven't liked was that Rocket Pop Bebop.
Well, no.
Back up.
I mean, there's other. I would say the only beers from Zool that I've like fully liked were the sours, which is insane.
Mm-hmm. Except for that,
I said that.
Except for that Rocket Pop Bebop.
That was not a sour. That was garbage in a can.
Fair. All right, I'll give you that.
That was the worst. I would drink a Bud Light.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
I think I would just have a little water.
No, I lied. I would just be the DD.
Well, we want to point out. You mentioned Bud Light. One of the things, and this is a little teaser for the summer light. The Super Lights.
So depressed about this.
Super Light beers.
Can we put water in there?
Well, water is going to be like the 11th. I think we're going to do a top 10, and then
so water wins.
Water might win. Yeah, we're going to see. Well, like I said, we've said this before. We're all going to lose. As far as the NFL draft goes, though, the first round, we're talking about winners, talking about losers.
Man, this is great. I just get to sit here, drink beer, and pick on you.
Yeah, you're going to love the first
is my
half
favorite
hour of this thing.
Half of a show we've ever done.
Right. And again, we've done this in the past where we've done 2 separate shows. We're going to do this in one shot. Again, we're going to timestamp all of it, so if you don't want to listen to me and you just want to hear what JP has to say because he's usually better at this than I am, just go ahead and jump to the end of it. But if you want to listen to what he's...
The only thing you really want to hear on this is me picking on him.
Exactly. So, to start things off, who do you think I have the Raiders taking?
Is it the wide receiver from Notre Dame?
It is not.
The last name Love.
It is not. But again, we did mention...
I thought I nailed that.
If you want to have a killer backfield... Ashton Jeanty and Jeremiah Love is something straight out of Madden.
You know what? And fairness, Love can't catch the ball.
It'd be good. Well, Jeanty can catch the ball more than people
Exactly.
give him credit
That's why they could just play with it.
for. Well, again, you want to talk about
Kirk Cousins would feel all right.
Cousins would have Brock Bowers, Love, and Jeanty to get the ball out to, right? But again, that's not gonna happen. We
Don't
know,
leave out my boy Besh.
and Besh too. Sure, yeah. Besh
coming- he's
would
coming
be
back.
look. He'd be the best number 4, number 1 wide receiver ever.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be
Like how
Fernando
he's the
Mendoza.
only wide receiver that listed of all those weapons.
Right,
but-
exactly. It's going to be Fernando Mendoza. We know that. We've known that forever and a day. It's just how it goes. Like, I don't care what smoke screen you're trying to put out here about silly season. It's Mendoza. So let's just call it good there. Number 2, we've talked about this. You and I are both on
We've
board.
been the whole season.
Right. Other people, a lot of people have Arvell Reese going at 2. We don't.
Nope.
Some people say Arvell
Spoiler
Reese.
alert, my first 2 picks are the same as his.
Right, yeah. Some of that stuff we're going to get out of the way early. Arvell Reese is a great player who will one day potentially reach his ceiling, but
Yeah. No,
we don't know.
right.
David Bailey is already at at
Like,
least
ju-
Arvell Reese's midpoint.
I know this isn't what we're going to talk about the players. We're just talking about the strategy and what could happen with the picks. But I'll just say this, probably the only thing I'll get into. Just be realistic. There's a bust factor with every player.
100%, yeah.
There just is.
Well, 50%.
But there's a bigger bust factor with Reese than there is Bailey.
Yeah.
I agree. Reese has the bigger ceiling factor,
Sure.
but there's no world other than one that's really far away where Bailey's a bust. Sure, he might not be like
Yeah, unless he gets
a
injured.
Pro Bowl guy, but
he's-
I think he will be.
he's a
But
borderline-
He's going to be a starting player that you're not going to have to worry about. Not
10 sacks a year expected.
10
kinda
sacks
thing.
might nail him.
Eh,
Not
borderline
with how
Pro
long
Bowl.
the season is now.
Right? Borderline Pro Bowl. My point is that's what he's going to have.
That's
And-
his floor.
Right, and the Jets need those kind of guys. Again, the stock exchange guys talking about they wanted Reese instead of Bailey because Reese has that multiple factor, because Aaron Glenn likes multiple, whatever. Sure, also.
I'll say this too. I think I'm cutting you off. I feel
You're
bad.
good.
I
We're
think
having fun.
Aaron Glenn would prefer to take Reese, but I also think that Aaron Glenn prefers to have a job.
Right. And while some front offices you can have a little runway with, even
Not New York.
Mogi, well again, even Mogi, the GM isn't the point here. It's the owner. The owner has shown a propensity to fire coaches way too soon.
Like you need production now,
And that's kind of
especially at number 2 overall.
Now-
You can't take a project at number 2.
Well, and again, we've pointed this out before. It's like Dan Campbell had a bad first season with the Lions, had a rough start to his second season, then took off, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn needs someone who would help him take off. Dave Bailey do that. 3 is where people start talking about the draft getting started, right? Everyone's saying this could be the Cardinals could take Jeremiah Love.
They 100% want to trade.
They 100% want to trade. Does anyone want to trade up for Arvell Reese for Jeremiah
Yes.
Love?
For if anybody trades up, it's not. I don't think anybody trades up for Love.
No, I don't think so.
Not at 3 anyway.
Right.
If anybody trades up, it's going to be. Should we just do this together? No, I don't know.
No. We'll come
Yeah,
back to
look,
yours in a minute.
If anybody trades up, I think it's gonna. So I need to shut up and just mock
Well,
yours.
guys, I was about to say, if you're trying to give me ideas what you're going to pick, then that's just
I don't know what I'm picking.
Good
Yeah,
lord,
I'm
that's
doing
gonna
my
be a lot
mock
of fun.
on the
Oh
fly.
my! All right, we'll get to that in a minute. So I've got Arvell Reese going 3 for the Cardinals because, well, they obviously need a quarterback. They could use an offensive lineman as well. They could use a linebacker. Arvell Reese, and they also need edge. They need help all over that roster. Arvell Reese does help them all over that roster. You can put him either at linebacker or at edge and see where you go with that, and then see how the rest of the
Plus,
board
you have a
falls for you.
first-time head coach. You're not going to get fired after a year.
Also true. Now, that's why some people are saying, oh, well, it's going to be Love because LaFleur wants
I mean,
offensive
Arizona
weapons.
got rid of Rosen after a year.
Right, but that's a player, not a coach.
I'm saying.
But again, that's the thing. I feel like this is the year.
Can't pick on LaFleur too bad. We're in his hometown.
I mean, right, we are in Mount Pleasant, where he is from, where you went to school with those boys. So yeah, anybody got a question about LaFleur? Talk to JP. He can give you an idea what they were like 20 years ago. All right, 4 for me. This is Tennessee. I have been influenced by you, sir, and this is where Jeremiah Love is going to go for me. I definitely think there's still a very strong world where Sonny Styles is the pick. And again, if I'm
So
the
you're
coach,
influenced by me because I don't think I'm making that pick.
you've had him there in the past.
I've
talked about him.
probably 25% of the time I've had him there.
Right. We've talked about him there. Other people talked about him there. I'm just going to roll with
Early
that.
on, I had Reese there. Somewhere in the middle ish, I had Love there. But the other 50% of the time, like a roller coaster, is the guy that I'm probably going to have there now.
Right, and the guy who's going to go at 5. So for 4, again, Tennessee, there are people who, look, Tennessee is in a position where they need a lot of things too. This is another spot where people have been talking about Tennessee trading, but it wouldn't surprise me. just because of how much they need, depending on who comes up. Like if it's in the next, if they go back 3 picks,
But
pick up
nobody,
something,
nobody's coming up for anything now.
again, I don't think anyone's coming up for Jeremiah Love.
I don't either.
But,
I think the only players that people are coming up for is one of those 2 edge rushers.
I mean, the people who've been mocking Sonny Styles to whoever comes up to 6 and trades with Cleveland. We'll get to that in a minute. Because at 5, I have Sonny Styles going. This is why I don't have a trade with Cleveland at 6. So New York takes Sonny Styles. People who are worried about, look.
I wanted to have Styles at 6 so I could predict a trade. But
Fair. Yeah.
So I'll give you that.
All right. I have Styles at 5. I do believe that they need a linebacker. They need at least one to go along with Johnson they brought in. So, or Edmonds, sorry, they brought in. So they need a piece there. Sonny Styles, again, people talk about Arvell Reese as this multiple player who can play anywhere, do whatever. It's like, Sonny Styles is better than Arvell Reese. Hot take?
He's the number 1 player in the draft.
Not a hot take for us, but hot take for everybody else.
I think he's been the number 1 player in the draft for me for over half the season.
Look,
half the season? 50% of the way?
Arvell Reese does a lot of things well. Sonny Styles does all of them better, in my opinion. So, look, I understand some people say, oh, well, Arvell Reese is a better pass rusher. Look at the stats.
The only thing I will admit is I think that just based on pure athleticism, Reese has a higher ceiling. I just think there's a huge...
Is he going to get there?
That's there's a huge impact that the system that he goes to is going to determine whether or not he reaches that ceiling or not. And that's a scary factor. He could also just maybe not. There's that world. He could just not reach it on his own too.
Sure.
I don't know. I think he's got a higher ceiling. I just don't. I'm taking Bailey over Reese every time, no matter what team I am.
Well, and I'm taking Styles over Reese.
Yes,
if
I'm taking Styles
coach.
over both. Yes.
But at this point, I don't have to worry about that. Styles
best
is
pick
the
in
pick
the draft so far,
right? And again, it's the freaking Giants.
Yeah.
Go figure.
What is that?
That I tell you, man, that is a bird. If you can hear the little screech,
I felt like Tom Hanks on Cat. What is that? And it's just a coconut.
It's not a coconut. We are in Michigan.
Not a coconut.
We are in Michigan. Okay, Cleveland at 6. This is where a lot of people have trades, whether it be the Cowboys coming up to take Styles, who's gone now, or anybody else, because Cleveland clearly wants to get out of this pick. But they need someone to trade up for them. I don't think it's going to happen with who I have currently on the board. I think, again, if Love or Styles is there, maybe someone moves up. But both of them are gone. The question for Cleveland is, they're going to go, I believe they're going to go wide receiver, offensive line, some combo with their 2 picks, right? The question is how those are going to fly. Because of how this board is going, because as you reminded me, they need a left tackle more than they need a right tackle.
Correct.
And
Jones is young, but dude is...
He had a rough run.
His last year was terrible across the board,
hurt,
and I think if you look at the PFF grades, he was in the low 30s. And then you even go back a year prior to that, he was in the mid 40s.
The only time he was good,
terrible.
The only time he was good.
When was that?
Good is a stretch. The only time he was slightly above average.
A 4-game stretch of his rookie year?
The only time he was slightly above average was his rookie year when he was playing on the right side.
Yeah.
So that's my point. I agree with you. They don't have a left tackle right now.
No matter what, you've got to get a left tackle, and then it's either Howard or Jones at right.
Right. Well, I'm not getting him a left tackle right here. Because of how the rest of this board is going to go for me. So Carnell Tate is the pick here because they do need a wide receiver. I don't see the value at the same level for guard tackle. I know people love putting Mawanoa here. They love putting one of the other 2 tackles
there.
He's
tackle in his back.
Right.
I think that's going to free people out a little bit.
But that's also why I got Tate there at 6. So 7, this is where Caleb Downs goes.
I'm supposed to be mocking you.
But I'm not. I'm making some sense so far. You'll have plenty of chances to
give me a quick recap.
Okay, again, at 1, we've got Mendoza to the Raiders, Bailey to the Jets, Reese to the Cardinals, Love to the Titans, almost the Texans. The Giants have got Sonny Styles, Browns, Carnell Tate.
The Giants would be the only thing that I could mock, because the only buzz that I buy right now is like their 2 favorite players are Downs and Tyson.
Sure, and honestly, I was tilting a little bit between Styles and Downs.
I think they should take Styles.
But for me,
I have a hard time mocking you on that because you made a better pick than I think they will make.
For me, 5 and 7 can flip-flop with how the board's going for me, because at 7 I got Caleb Downs going to Washington. Like, if Styles goes to New York, if Downs goes to New York, Styles goes to Washington.
I've always felt like Washington's Love or Downs is their dreams.
Well, and again, they wouldn't mind a wide receiver.
People always say wide receiver. Yeah, but dude.
Come on. Mind.
Either one of those 2 and whatever wide receiver you get in the second round beats whatever wide receiver you take and whatever you take in the second.
And again, that's the thing, too. It's like we talk all the time about how it's
GMs
not a reach.
Think that way.
Right. It's not a reach.
I don't know. I have to think they think that way because that just... Right.
It's not a reach if a guy isn't going to be their next pick. However, if there's other guys within that range than it is. You know, it's like you don't stretch for a guy you don't need to stretch for, so to speak. Like we said, I think the guys, if you with this wide receiver class is good but not great.
The only way I would argue that it's a reach, even if it's a guy who's not going to make it to you, is if there's like a no-brainer player out there,
or there's a cliff.
You didn't try to trade the pick. To move back. Like if you know you're taking a guy that's could last another 10 picks, and there's somebody who's going to, you know, that guy's going to be the pick right after you, at least try to trade it. That way, you know, I don't know.
So, yeah, Washington easily could have done that. So, if they take Caleb Downs, they're going to be happy with him on that defense because that man is brilliant as far as his football mind goes, from everybody says, which I don't like complimenting Ohio State Buckeyes, but I have to in this case. The Saints, who I've seen move up to 3 in some people's mocks to take Arvo Reese, which I think is crazy personally because I don't think the Saints have the
give Shuck
capital.
a weapon, man.
I'm not doing that either, though.
Well, you could get him a weapon second. The same argument I just made.
They really, what I did with them is wide receiver. A lot of people have got there, but again, wide receivers at this point still terrify me because they got small hands and always injured are the next 2 wide receivers for most people. So what I did instead was something I did in one of our other mocks. Mansour Delane is the pick here for them because they need a corner. He stays home. Stays home for his last year. Obviously, he's not from Louisiana, but still, he gets to hang around where he went to school his last year. Good to go. This is where I have some fun. First trade for me is at 9. Because Kansas City is sitting at 9. They could maybe take Ruben Bain. They could maybe take Jermod McCoy, something like that. However, Dallas is at 12. They're not getting Styles. They're not getting Downs, but they need a corner, at least one.
This is where I'm going to mock you.
Feel free. Jermod McCoy is the pick. They're going to move up from 12 to 9 to take Jermod McCoy to make sure they get one of those guys.
Lateral movement is ultra important for a cornerback, probably more than any position in football, even more so than a running back, because running back, you have power back and run through you. You have to have lateral movement, and we weren't there for the pro day, but everything I read said that he ran the 40 and looked great, and his agility drills looked terrible. I think he probably goes in the first, but I think he's going to go a lot later than what his 2024 tape suggests he should.
So and I think Dallas gets nervous and makes the move, mostly because I know there's going to be some trades and I had to do something somewhere. So that's the pick at 9.
Did you?
At which, I mean, look, I could see, and this is my point here. Jermod McCoy I have going at 9. He could go at 25, and it wouldn't surprise me. This is such a weird draft where there are 20 pick windows, and we're going to do a little game between you, me, and Brad. About where guys are getting picked within like a 3-pick window to see who does the best.
Time,
right? We're going to get that in there. It's only 5:28. We got 3 hours, 2.5 hours. We'll be fine. At any rate, that's my point. Is like the 20-pick window kind of fits for everybody. The 3-pick windows is where it'll be fun because I might have some of these guys a little too high. At 10, the Giants inexplicably have the 10th pick because they got a 10th pick for Dexter Lawrence. Good for them, obviously. Well done. They are taking Jordan Tyson.
That's such a I love Dexter Lawrence.
Sure.
Bengals got fleeced.
100%. Yeah, I'm sorry. Second rounder? Sure. Could have a chat about that, maybe.
Fleeced.
But you basically grabbed a 29-year-old who had a down year last year, but that injury, whatever. Still.
And why pay Dexter Lawrence and not Henderson?
Again, all kinds of questions. We don't ask. We do ask questions about Cincinnati, but we're not surprised by anything that happens there. Jordan Tyson's the pick for the Giants at 10 because of their smoke and fire there, right? If he's there at 10, he is the pick.
Lots of smoke.
If he's there at 10, he is the pick.
It's again, I'll do another Castaway reference. Tom Hanks, fire.
Right. It's basically
that's what he's doing on the beach. That's basically where it is. I mean, didn't they go out to dinner with him like 2 or 3 times?
No, they've basically he's
or
been
at least
sleeping
one
at their house.
Long, it's like Jim Harbaugh, man. You might have climbed a tree for this guy and had a sleepover.
Yeah, exactly. Like on the floor. That'll be great. All right, 11, the Fish. They're going to take Mawanoa. He's going to stay right there. They need some people on the offensive line. He's going to slot right into either guard or tackle. Good to go. Piece of cake. That one's not a pick that needs a lot of explanation. Another Miami guy going right after him, though. 12 is where I've got Ruben Bain Jr. going. I do not think he should go 12.
Well, who's there now? The Chiefs?
Chiefs are picking at 12. They could take him at 9, but I think they'd see the value if someone came up and said, hey, move back 3 or 4
picks.
picks.
If somebody's going to take Bain and I'm not going to mock it, you may as well move back and get something else to take him.
Exactly. And that's kind of why it made sense for Kansas City. I really don't like giving Kansas City good drafts, but I feel like this makes the most sense for them the way that the board was playing out. So Bain helps them because they need edge help. They need tackle help too, but edge I think is a big piece for them right there. LA at 13. This is where we've seen a lot of people have the Lions come up 4 picks. I'm not doing that.
I could see them moving up with either probably more likely the Rams, also maybe even the Dolphins that you just took.
Right,
if Proctor's on the board, dude, Brad Holmes gets antsy when he gets a guy he wants.
No, true.
Because he's traded up for Arnold.
Traded up for, didn't you trade for JMO too?
Yep.
Yeah, he likes to trade up for guys, right?
I thought he traded up for Kyle Hamilton. Don't remind me, Dan.
No, just a little nudge right there. All right, well, I'm not having him trade up this time. Maybe that's a bit of an error. We'll see. So the Rams, since they're staying at that pick, and again, we've debated
When
where
did
they can go with
safety
it.
become my favorite position?
Well, I think it's because they're like kind of small linebackers. so you
Kyle
like linebackers.
Hamilton,
It's the
Cooper
guys.
DeJean, Nick Manawari,
Yeah.
Brian Branch. This year, Thieneman. Next year, Hubbard.
Right. I think it's
Safeties are just
safeties
my
and
thing.
linebackers have always been your thing, man.
No, I guess so.
I don't know. All right, well, I'm not having a safety go at 13. It's going to be Mekhi Lemon because he gets to stay in Southern California. He gets to stay in Southern California. He's home right there. They need help at wide
It's about
receiver.
as accurate as Jeremiah Love being a wide receiver.
Yeah, right, exactly. But Lemon's going to help them out. Small hands still. Baltimore, 14, Spencer Fano. A lot of people have Vega going here. But Fano has the ability to play anywhere on your offensive line, in my opinion, except maybe left tackle. I think you put him anywhere else.
So let me say this, because I don't think I'm going to do it in my mock either. But if I'm just mocking yours, I can't mock my own. So I got to get
Fair.
it out now. There's just a world where, because you and I have been adamant that Fano is the best offensive lineman in this draft,
Right.
right? Maybe I'll do it on the fly. But let's say Cleveland can't find a trade partner and sits at 6.
Oh, some people have got that. Sure. Again,
Why can't it be Fano?
shoot your shot.
Fano. I want to hear
Why
them say
can't
it
be
tonight.
Spencer? He just doesn't seem like a Spencer to me.
Nope.
Like, I think his parents wanted to name him Spencer because of some family thing. And then as he grew up, they're like, he isn't really a Spencer. But
Yeah.
that's why you go with Fano. Fano.
But you see what I'm saying, though? Like, he's the best O-lineman in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
I know that Cleveland, I've been adamant. They need a left tackle.
Sure.
But if you're just dead set on it, man. Because Titus Howard,
Oh, is
he, 2020, 2021.
He was not a great tackle.
He played left tackle.
not well.
You could flip it and let whoever wins at left, Fano be right, and then just.
Look, he
I mean,
gives
you
you a
need
lot of
both.
versatility. There's
I
no
mean,
doubt.
they need O-line.
But they didn't get him. So we'll come back to that later.
This is me mocking.
I know. Baltimore's got him, and they will be ecstatic if they have him because
Oh,
they
yeah,
can move
they
him
should
anywhere
be.
they want. I mean, I think you can play center if you want
Now
to.
that's the best pick of the draft.
Exactly. To another team you don't really like too much. Although, they're new threads.
I don't mind them.
I like the matte black, kind of like the
Yeah.
almost charcoal black helmet they got
Yeah,
going on.
that
Once
one's
I
my
saw that
favorite
in the
for
proper
sure.
light, yeah, that was nice. Tampa is at 15. Kenyon Sadiq. Because of the way the board broke, I didn't feel good about any other spots that they could go with guys. Vega's certainly a possibility here. But the edge rushers didn't really pop for me, so Sadiq just gives him a weapon to go right off the bat. 16, this is where I looked at the fact that I already had the top 3 wide receivers gone, and I almost went Thieneman here, which you mentioned wouldn't have been a bad choice,
Nope.
and they certainly could have used him. I decided not to. I went Omar Cooper Jr. Higher than I have
A
him.
lot of people like him there.
That's
all
my
of a
point.
sudden.
I've seen a lot of that, and this is not what I would do. This is what I think could happen. I think that could happen. Before we get to the Lions pick, what do you think of Trees of Green number 6 from Zool Beer?
Outside of the Old Nation M43, which we've talked about on the show many times, and I've had many, many times, this is my favorite beer that we've had today. I say Mount Rushmore of West Coast IPAs that I've had.
I was actually about to ask you rank this against other West Coasts because
I don't know enough off the top of my head, but I guarantee you it's in the top 4.
this one has a mellower finish than other West Coasts that I've had. Like there's a little bit of the bitterness, but the bitterness kind of blends really well. Like the back end mouthfeel just kind of
like
it all
it.
just comes together nicely, and then
I like
we're
it.
out. We're out the back. Are you almost ready for another one?
No, I was sipping it because I didn't
okay.
think we were going to do 2 during the show. So I was
Well,
trying
we're
to make
100%
this
doing
last.
2.
after-
I'll make
until
this
you
go
were-
through mine, and then we'll do another one for yours. Don't worry about that.
All right, then I'll start
17.
picking up the pace.
No, you're good.
Don't tempt
17.
me with a good time.
The Lions. Detroit, man, you could mock. just
Don't
maybe you
F
want to.
this up.
I'm going to do the thing that they were going to move up 4 picks for. I'm going to do the thing. Yeah, I'm going to Proctor.
You effed it up.
I didn't F it up. What have we talked about? If we make
Reverse
the pick.
psychology doesn't work in our favor. We've already learned that.
Yeah, well, look.
It never has.
The other reason why I want this to happen is so that I can have a phone, a video.
No. He's got to videotape Brad over me. I won't be thrilled. Like, I'm way more okay with it than Brad.
my dream for if this happens, my dream is not this
But
pick.
I will say this. I'm infinitely more on board with it now that they've all but guaranteed that Sewell's going to left.
Right, yeah.
Because what I said is I don't care if the guy played left tackle in college. He looked out of place and uncomfortable. It's like he's the same story as Maui Noah. Not a left tackle. He's
Yet
a
he-
guard
yet he
or a
played left
right
tackle.
tackle. Yeah, but It ain't. It's not.
No, I know.
happening.
I agree.
That's why I'm
This is a great
infinitely
spot for
more on board with this now. Like,
Again, I want to point out, I'm not a fan of Caden Proctor going to the Lions just because I think there's better options for them. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. If he goes anywhere, Detroit is the best place for him.
yeah, like
Or
it's
Philadelphia.
growing on me a lot more. I think my main problem with it is just the fact that I don't have any like first round grades on any of the tackles in
Right,
this class, unless you count Fano.
Right.
But he's not going to be a left tackle.
No.
But if he could be right, so I guess so dream pick if we're going to line for Detroit would be Fano.
Sure.
But then it's probably Blake Miller for me,
Right.
even over Maui Noah, because he looked better, and I feel like we're contending now. I think Maui Noah is going to be better because he's 2 years younger, and it's close.
Right.
But it's like, dude, let's win this thing now.
Sure.
We're not building. The Lions aren't building for the future anymore.
No.
But that's my only problem with Proctor. I actually don't mind him. He's 22.
Right.
And I see all the potential in the world for him. You know what I mean? But like, how would you not take a Blake Miller? 50 like games played, all like at right tackle,
Sure.
super strong, got the size,
Yeah, he's plug and play.
and his tapes very solid. Not first. He's a top 32 player. He just doesn't have a first round grade. But I only have 10 first round grades in the
Right.
draft. So we're at 17. You're not getting one.
Well, you know what? Blake Miller's not going here. It's Caden Proctor.
I know.
Detroit, and when that happens,
But just know, I'm infinitely more on board with it now.
I will point out
Brad's
what's
the
gonna-
one who's going to melt down.
No, what I'm going to do is the camera's going to be on you. When it picks Caden Proctor, you're just going to
All
kind
you're
of
going to see from me is I knew it because I've been saying this for 4 months.
But then in the background, we're going to get, no! It's going to be Brad. I'm going to whip pan over to Brad.
He's
It's
gonna,
going to be
it's
amazing.
gonna, it's gonna
He's
be
going
a
to throw
cuss
things.
word.
Exactly. He's going to throw things. It's going to be amazing. All right. 18, Dylan Thieneman, like everyone's been doing forever. So let's just move past it. Minnesota, you're welcome. 19.
That's some reverse
Right, you know-
if I could put words together,
Love it.
reverse psychology that I hope works in our favor.
Right. So Carolina, yeah, especially if Thieneman's on the board and Detroit doesn't take him, I'm going to be sad. Funny thing about Carolina, because of the way this board is broken, there's a lot of different things they could do. But you know what? They're just going to take Vega, who you had there at one point in one of the other mocks. I still think it makes sense. This is where I have some fun.
The one I did on accident.
Right, exactly. 20, right? It's the Cowboys. It's not the Cowboys because Cleveland's getting antsy. So they're going to jump up from 24 to 20 to grab Monroe Freeling to make sure they get him.
See what you did. You just went the complete opposite. Everybody's been saying Cowboys trade up to 6 with Cleveland, and
Exactly.
you just flipped the script.
Flip the script. And so Cleveland gets Carnell Tate and Monroe Freeling. They would be jazzed about that.
Yeah. Yep.
Why am I helping out Ohio teams?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably because as a Lions fan, like despite like hating everything from Ohio, essentially, from being from Michigan, there's this sense of like empathy with the Browns.
Yeah, right. Because the Browns have been closer than Detroit.
Like, what would be better for football other than to have like a Super Bowl be the Browns and Lions?
You and I would love that. The Midwest would love that, and the Coast would be like, "Why am I watching?"
Like, that's not my ideal Super Bowl.
No. Who would? Okay, real quick pause. Who would you like to have Detroit beat in their first Super Bowl appearance?
New England, my second favorite team.
Oh, okay, fair. That you wouldn't be annoyed that it'd be Detroit, New England, and then New England beats Detroit. You'd be okay either way.
Yeah.
All right.
100%. Because it's like the tier break, from my top 10 players in this draft to player 11. It's like Detroit's here, New England's here, and the rest of the league's just it tumbles, man. There's just a huge gap.
Okay.
But yeah, why wouldn't you want your ideal Super Bowl?
Well, again, for me, it's like as long as you.
What would yours be? Now that you asked me the question.
Well, I don't think I'd want to fully be invested in Detroit, and so I wouldn't want them playing.
Because essentially,
a team I
in this question you're asking, I have to root for said team to make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not rooting for anyone else from the AFC to make it to the Super Bowl, not named New England.
Okay, I don't want to root for a team.
I love the Raiders.
You do love the Raiders. I don't want to root for a team, but if I want to be an absolute, pantsing in the Super Bowl, probably the Jets.
Oh, if you want them to get embarrassed, then yeah, it's the Jets.
Or just to get a
But
side,
I don't
even
want
just
the
to
Jets
win.
to make the Super Bowl.
Also
Sorry,
fair.
Jets fans.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, because there's people in New Jersey, and New York that are just as like passionate about Jets football as we are about Lions football. So I feel bad for every single fan base when they come up short. Hence, the empathy. That's how we got here.
Admittedly,
that's how we got here with the Browns.
The Jets have got a lot of things going wrong for them too.
Dude, they've never had a good quarterback in their history. So again, sorry, Jet fan. Joe Namath, no.
Had a lot of style. Love that fur coat back in the day.
Sweet style.
One of the most average quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Good for him.
They've never had a good quarterback.
Nope. And they're not getting one this year. Have fun with that. All right, so Pittsburgh is at 21. They're taking Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I don't like him going in the first round, but he's going to go in the first round. The Steelers can use a
You know what's
safety.
sad?
Huh.
Well,
You like that
we
too?
might have had more than this, but I think I did the same thing.
Yeah, there you go. 22, where the Chargers are, not staying the Chargers. San Francisco's jumping up because they see some tackles movement, and so they're jumping up to grab Blake Miller. Gonna drop him right in there because they just gave the contract.
That's way interesting, man.
They just gave the contract to Trent.
Yeah, but Trent's the left, and they need
I
someone
know.
to take over on the left. I figured this was a Max Ionicher.
Well, I don't know that Ionichur is really a left either, though, is he?
They're
both-
played football enough to let no.
I mean,
I just
also
know he's
true.
a freak athlete and got size.
I think they're gonna come up. They're gonna take Miller.
All right.
23, and the
I'm
reason why
supposed
they're
to
doing
mock,
that,
so I got to challenge these.
Right.
I'm failing at
I
challenging.
know, right? Step it up. 23 is Philly, and one of the reasons why I had San Francisco jump up is because Philly is a spot to take a tackle potentially, because they're going to need to replace
Philly
Lane at
could
some
move
point.
up to grab one.
Philly could
A
move
lot
up.
of smoke about that.
However, what else do we know is going to happen with Philly?
You need to get a wide receiver.
from June 1st. Exactly. So who is a decent comp for A.J. Brown in this
Boston.
draft? Denzel Boston.
Yep.
So he's there at 23. Pretty simple. He's a guy who could just step right in and be their number 2 for a year or two and see what he can do after that. So the Cowboys at 24, they move back 4 picks. They take C.J. Allen. I know you don't necessarily have Allen as a first rounder.
Nope.
But the man ran a sub 4.5 40.
Rewind 15 years and hell yeah.
Yes, he doesn't have height. That's the only knock.
Oh, I don't
have
care
on him.
about that. I
think he's got the
He's
speed.
an absolute liability in coverage.
I disagree with you on that. So that's where it's fun. Chicago at 25. We'll elaborate more
Him
in
and
the
Trotter, who people seem to.
Well, I like Allen a whole lot better than Trotter.
Agreed. I'm with you 100%.
Chicago, I'm doing this as a reverse psychology thing. Trying to double spin it on you. What does Chicago need? D-line.
Kicker.
Well, kick. Yeah, D-line across the board. They could use a safety as well. The safeties are gone for right now. They're going to do safety next.
You're not going to have him take a kicker?
No, D-line across the board. I don't feel great about most of the interior guys in the first round.
No.
So they got to grab an edge. They're grabbing Zion Young. Just to mess with you, and because I think he's a good fit for them. He's a good fit for any team, pretty much. So they're taking Zion Young. I'm so looking forward to that and that face on camera. It's gonna be great. All right, and then the Bills at 26. They would have loved Zion Young, but because they run more of a 3-4, Cassius Howell seems like he fits physically the mold that they need, and they don't. Bradley Chubb is a nice 1-year bridge for them, but they don't really have any depth behind him either. So they need more help on the D line, and they need more help on the edge. Howell's the pick there. I know you don't have Howell. What do you have him like in the 40s or something like that? As far as you more than
roughly.
that? Yeah. So I have him in the top 32. So I like him better than you do. I think he's an absolute whirling dervish off the outside.
Whirling Dervish.
There you go, man.
Where
Look it
the
up.
hell did you pull
Look
that
it
out
up.
of?
That's history for you. Look it up. Guys spinning around in capes. It's great.
What in the world?
I don't think Cassius Howell's wearing a cape. All right. The Chargers at 27. They moved back from 22. They might have wanted either Young or Howell if they were sitting there at 27. They moved back. They also need help in the interior of the D-line. This is the one interior D-line they're going to take. I don't want to take him in the first round, but it seems like he's going to go there. Caden McDonald is going to go somewhere in the first round. I have him going at 27 to the Chargers to just kind of slide in there as their big, beefy boy in the middle. 28, it's the Texans, and this is where Anakor goes. And again, the Texans need help across their offensive line, so drop him in and move guys around. He will be a
Did you
starter
have
for them.
McDonald going? Like, you put so much money in the
Yeah,
O-line.
McDonald went one ahead. That's
Okay.
why. So that's why I have that pick happening there. And I also think they can grab somebody in the D-line in the second round. Kansas City, who, again, moved back to 12 to grab Ruben Bain at 29. Dude, they got to grab a corner. They traded away both of their cornerbacks.
You give Chris Johnson?
Yeah, I did. Give Chris Johnson. I am so annoyed with giving Kansas City extra picks and Chris Johnson.
But you
Super
gave
dumb.
him Bane.
Right, so that's kind of how it balances out. Denver, right, at 30. Not going to stay at 30. Denver's going to move back. They're going to swap. Here's why. Because I don't like any of the things that I saw there for Denver at that point. When we know Arizona is moving back into the first round so they can take Ty Simpson. This is where I have Arizona jumping into 30 to grab Ty Simpson.
Okay, at least you made a trade to Arizona because Denver doesn't own that pick.
Who owns that pick? Oh, shoot, Miami. Sorry, just kidding.
Had to
Yeah,
mock
I
you,
got
huh?
there eventually. Miami had that pick. Same thing. I feel like whatever Miami can get, because I was going to go...
saved yourself.
Thank you. I was going to go corner for Miami at that point, or O-line, but I didn't really like, because again, Miami earlier on at 11 gave them Maui Noa, so I was going to go corner or edge, and I didn't really like the edge. I felt like the corners that they had there, they could probably go back later and get, so at 34, they'll have a little more bandwidth to do something like that and get an extra pick, considering Miami needs all the help they can get. 31, New England may have been influenced by you on this one, but they need edge help. TJ Parker felt like the best edge that was left. So they make that pick clean, moving on. The problem with that is Seattle 100% would have taken him if he'd been there. But we have made a bit of a pact, you and I. There are two players that are not going in our first rounds that will probably go in the first round tonight sometime.
I don't think they will.
Well, there's a world where...
I don't think Falk will.
Yeah.
I think Mesidor has a chance.
So there you go. Akeem Mesidor, Keldrick Falk. We both don't think either of them should go in the first round. Neither of them are going to go in the first round. So I guess because I do think they could use him the DB to go along with Spoon, I'm going to give him Colton Hood, because I feel like of the guys that are left, that are first round-ish guys, he's probably the most likely to go. Don't like it.
Interesting.
But that's where I'm at.
It's interesting.
So there you go. What do you got for my mock there, buddy?
My favorite part was you thinking Denver had a pick.
Fair.
But I don't hate it. I think the reason it's a really difficult situation to mock a mock unless somebody takes said players that I just don't think are going in the first round, because I only got 10 first round grades in this. Oh, and spoiler alert, like I did change a lot of my rankings again.
We'll get a website for next year.
Right. But you get where I'm going though. It's hard to mock it, because when I have the same grade on these guys, even if I disagree with you, it's like, yeah.
Right. We're going to mock other mocks later on. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I guess that's my mock. Why don't you grab us another beer while we get set up for your mock draft? And again, like we talked about, this is just the first round mock. That's all we're doing today. We've seen a lot of different mock drafts come from all over the place, dude. And we'll talk about a few of them as we go through the last bit of this show. But Trees of Green, this is a good choice. Wow, you're just dropping everything. Nope, I'm not drinking those anytime soon. Zool, as we've talked about before, this is a brewery in Knoxville, Tennessee. Dad lives in Knoxville. We got some friends that live on the other side of Knoxville. If you are in Knoxville, Tennessee, get yourself to Zool at some point. Did you grab another Zool?
I did.
Okay, what do we got this time around?
I don't know. Camo can.
Okay.
Went with it.
This is something
I can't see it.
At some point.
I can't read that. It saved my life. I'm too colorblind, but I'm going to put this in front of the camera. You tell me.
Okay. Oh, geez. I'm going to see if we can even see it. It's blurry, because, bring it back. No, it's not going to work. It's literally blurry.
There's no way to read that.
Well, no, okay.
What does that say?
No, fair. Ooh, wow, that is
it's true camo. You can't read it.
STUCK Stux. Okay, yeah.
At least, so now everybody has proof when I sound like I'm illiterate, when I'm
No,
reading
you're
stuff
not.
off from
Not
beer
on
cans
this
and
one.
some of
My
the can art,
goodness.
I'm like, I can't.
No, this
Colorblindness,
one's-
I can't see it.
We're just gonna go ahead and drink it, and we'll say the camo can,
The camo can.
and we'll do a little research on that for next time.
I have no idea what that is.
That was an interesting font. But this is a hazy IPA, according to the can.
There's a little
So-
haze in there.
One would hope, if we're doing that. And again, this is...
I might have had a little more of that.
That's
one.
okay.
That's pretty close.
I'm fine with that. So cheers, by the way, to your mock draft,
Got a beer
sir.
burp.
As you get those.
My mock that's not done yet.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start ripping it. By the way, real quick, for those of you who noticed, the reason why I posted something about us frolfing rather than golfing, I am still nursing the torn UCL, which is usually more of a baseball thing, but I got it as a skier, and then chipped a bone in the hand.
Sip that.
Uh-oh. I thought the face was about my injury.
Nope.
Yep. Interesting. It's a double dry hop hazy.
Dry hop.
Yeah.
That explains it
'Cause
more.
it's
Where does it
on the
say?
back
Where'd
end.
you read that on that crazy?
Right there on the
I can
little-
read that. It's like the parental advisory
Exactly.
sign.
It's parental advisory sign. Double
where's
dry hop
that?
hazy. Right there you
On
go.
the
Like
back
on the bottom.
of it.
On the bottom of the can.
All
So
right.
yeah, we're still gonna figure out. We'll eventually get you what in the world the name of this was. It's in the. It'll be in the episode notes. Don't worry. All right, JP. And again, I want to point out to everybody, if you think this feels a bit ratchet, we are in a garage on a plastic table, okay? This is
Yeah.
where our budget's at right now. So if JP has to pull together a mock, and if you'll notice, I have my nice microphone.
but if there's a reason
that I
we
use.
started this, though, it's just always my gut feel in
Right.
a way.
JP has
I haven't done my mock.
Rode microphone.
I'm going to be doing this as I go.
JB has the Rode microphone because we can't have his microphone leave his place. I said
No,
the Rode like
it's a
travel
stationary
microphone.
mic.
Yeah, if we unplug your
Permanent.
microphone,
If I move out,
Yeah.
it's got to stay.
it's pretty much. All right. So I think we all know where you're going. Number 1, right?
Yeah, Mendoza, dude.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay. 2.
It's either him or the wide receiver from Notre Dame. It's Mendoza is
Right.
going 1. 2 is Bailey. I already said that when you were doing yours. Obviously, mine's going to be faster because I
Some of these are duplicates,
overshared.
Sure.
So let me restart this over. I have the Raiders taking Mendoza 1. I have the Jets taking Bailey number 2. I have Reese going 3. I'm going to continue with the draft and see if it is Arizona or not, to be determined. That is the trade spot.
Sure. If someone
But-
wants to give up something.
Like
to go there.
I've said before,
Who do you think is most likely to move up for Reese if you had to
Cowboys
guess right now?
But I think
From
that
12 to 3.
I think that Arizona is going to try to take both those picks from the Cowboys and then include some stuff like a second later next year or something
12
like
and
that.
20 plus a
second
third or whatever next year. Second next year.
Well,
Something
no,
like that?
Arizona would give up like a third and a second this year or next year, whatever.
Oh, so you think
something
it's
like that.
12 and
And-
24, 3 and something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think Dallas will do it.
No, I don't think
Which
they
is
will
why it's just call it Arizona Reese here. But
Sure.
I'm just saying Dallas would be the team that I think wants to go get.
I think they
Reese.
would love to go get a few guys. I just don't know if
And they have
got
the
capital
ammo
to
to do it. I just don't know that they have the
They do and they
guts
don't.
to do it.
You got to remember, this team. I still point out this is a team that does have 2 first-round picks, but they have first-round picks because they traded away Micah Parsons.
At this point, I think I'd rather have Reese
Look,
than Parsons.
I will tell you this:
A lot of Parsons' production came off from like uber bend and agility. ACLs are not the same as they used
Also
to be.
true.
He should be fine.
Right.
There's just a world where it makes me a little more scared.
I will tell you this. Dallas, as much as I don't like giving Dallas credit for this, they've still done better about replacing defensive production than Carolina did when they gave up Brian Burns.
Oh, Dallas has won the Parsons trade already.
I'm not going to give them a win on it.
They already won it.
I
dude.
disagree.
That D line's insane.
They have
now.
old men.
How?
Their guys are both like 30 that they brought in.
What?
Kenny Clark is pushing.
Go ahead and Google.
I will. Go ahead.
No.
Get to your next pick. while we're
No,
doing this.
absolutely not.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with our lads. Kenny Clark is 30.
No.
He's 30 according to our lads. Quinnen Williams, according to the
Quinnen could be 30.
steak commercial. He's 28, so okay.
What?
Quinnen
I
Williams,
got him-
28.
maybe I got him
Got him
backwards.
flip-flop, I guess. But my point is, Kenny Clark felt like more of a throwaway in that with the way that they're treating him. right now.
Maybe it's because I was a huge Kenny Clark fan and was pissed when the Packers got him. All right, back on track. Tennessee's at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this could be love.
Could it be love?
It could be love. As
All
a
right.
running back and not a wide receiver.
Right, fair.
Sorry, Bleacher Report. But I just can't get away from it. I really think that Salah's going to want to get his guy. I understand. I am a huge Cedric Gray fan. They have a very good linebacker there. You also can have 2 very good linebackers, Dan. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. He's the number 1 player on my board. It makes sense based on the value. It makes sense based on the head coach. Hell, it even makes sense based on a need.
Look, I'm not arguing with you. We talked about this. I think Sonny
So-
Styles is the green dot, and then Cedric Gray is the roving linebacker. It's a great combo for them. Robert Saleh would be very happy to have those guys.
The only reason I don't like this is
only-
outside of Love, a running back, a.k.a. wide receiver, now I have nobody that I think that anybody's trading up for.
No, Love is the only guy.
So
at
now
this
my
point.
trades are just completely derailed until
Whoops.
you get to the teens where there will be some. I don't know if I'm going to project them because I haven't done it yet.
I love when JP just goes off the cuff. This is more fun.
Yep. 5 downs. Mm-hmm. I had that penciled in. So I
Almost did that.
I started my mock in my head. I'm just kind of dragging and dropping players and looking around here on my phone. Knew it was Mendoza. Knew it was Bailey. The third one, I was putting. Something just popped up.
Oh, what do you got? Nah.
Mendoza showed up in a black and silver suit.
Well, I mean, make your future employer happy.
I mean,
right?
I guess it's not like we didn't know.
Dress for the job you want, right?
Sorry, Bleacher Report. The wide receiver from Notre Dame is not in top contention.
Oh no.
And then the third one, what I was going to say is my draft started out with those 3 penciled in. The Giants downs.
Okay.
It could be Tyson, but I don't
Sure.
think so. I think Tyson's got a better shot of making it to 10. I just
Yes.
do. Other people don't,
Right.
but I just do. It's
No.
just how I
Between the
feel.
2 of them, yes.
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 Okay, well, you
100%.
and I are very, very in the minority
Yeah,
of that.
Everyone
school
else
of
is
thought.
welcome to be wrong.
Right.
Cheers. Now,
6. This is where my draft ends. I'm done. End episode.
real quick before you get to 6.
I have no clue what to do at 6.
Is the unnamed beer one of the best ones we've had today?
No.
You don't like this one?
There's a... Can I swear on this one?
Sure.
There's a fucking tropical note in there that I get pissed about.
All right, fair.
I don't know if it's pineapple.
We
it
have
could,
the
but there's
parental
something,
warning on this beer, so
something tropical in there, and
you're
I'm
right.
not happy about
There's
it.
a little hint of that pineapple-y sort of character. I'll give you that. I like it.
You
'cause
know
don't
how I
mind it so
pick that
much.
note out every single
Oh,
time.
well, no, and one of the other beers we had today, we'll talk about those once we're done with
Yeah,
your
I'm pissed
mock.
at you about that
Yeah,
one.
we'll get to that later. A little pineapple going. Had a lot more
So
pineapple
6, I'm just going to say this is where it fell apart. Again, I was trying to find in my mind before I did this, and don't get me wrong, I'm doing this off the cuff, but I did have notes jotted down. And I was hoping to find something better to do here, but I just... Who would trade up for Love at 6? It'd be like Washington.
Washington
Do
go
they
up one.
have to
Yeah.
move up 1?
If they don't believe Cleveland, really, that's where
But why
Cleveland
would
be
Washington
trying to,
move up 1? Because who would leapfrog
right.
Washington?
That's the only thing. Cleveland will be trying to find some way to scare Washington.
who does that?
moving up.
The only
Look.
other teams that need running backs are too far down. They're not going to
Agreed.
give that up.
However, we saw the Bears move up for Mitch Trubisky.
That's the Bears.
I know, right?
So, with that being said, I'm pretty much stuck. And this is pretty much probably how Cleveland feels. They've backed, it's how Detroit feels. They've backed themselves into a corner of needing a tackle.
Sure.
And you're stuck here. Now you got to take a left tackle. I feel like it would make more sense to say Monroe Freeling here, but there has been zero buzz about that.
No, I disagree. I've seen several people mocking him there.
That's not.
From a
I'm
mock.
talking about like buzz coming from people
Okay,
speaking
people
with the
talking with-
organization.
right.
All that buzz has been Proctor.
Sure.
I hate it, but I got Proctor at 6.
Okay.
And it's dumb. The only reason I know it's wrong is because I've had a gut feeling for 4 straight months.
It could be
He's a lion.
Yeah, sure. So Detroit trades up to 6?
No. No, the highest Detroit could trade would be 11 or 13 in my mind. So
beer.
I got the 20-year-old Proctor here that people seem to be obsessed about in the
Right.
NFL. And you know what? It would actually make me happy. But again, I'm sad for Cleveland.
Sure.
Because here's the problem. Now we have the guy that I said I feel good about him playing right tackle-ish.
Right.
I feel terrible about they're getting another better, not much better version of DeJuan Jones left tackle. I don't know that he can play left tackle.
Again, he played left tackle in college, but.
So here we are. The guy who's allegedly guaranteed to be a top 5 pick is at 7. Washington's getting love at 7, I guess.
I mean, that's good for Washington. They'll be ecstatic.
I mean, I don't know what else to do. Cleveland derailed. The reason my mock is going to be complete garbage this year is Cleveland.
Fair. Well,
There's
which
no
fits.
good solution unless somebody... No, even if somebody takes love above it. There's no good solution because, I'm sorry, I guess that's where I should have mocked your mock. They're not taking... I don't think they're taking a wide receiver that high.
Okay.
Because they're going to love that they got one of the top picks in the second round, and you can get the Bernards and things like that.
Sure.
Like... I want to know. You know,
I like how you're just thrown off by all
will
this.
you put this down?
Uh-huh.
I want to go back and look at all the big names in the business and see if anyone gets the Cleveland pick right.
Sure. Well, somebody will just by accident, but yeah.
Just the big names.
Right. Okay.
It's the hardest
Sure.
pick in the draft, and it's so early it can derail the whole
Well,
thing.
real quick, just for funsies, because I'm scrolling through. Chris Collinsworth has Carnell Tate
Not a
going
big
at
name.
6.
I'm talking DJ. I'm talking McShay.
Well, I know. I just put that in there because, of course,
Those two. Give me what
Collinsworth
those
agrees
two
with me.
got.
I don't know. Hang on a second. I thought you
Well, I'll
had
keep
McShay on
going.
speed dial.
No. I'm going to keep going with my mock. So Washington, I had taken Jeremiah Love at 7.
Oh,
8, I have this. What?
McShay,
Who's you got?
Proctor.
Does he really?
Yeah. Yep. McShay has Proctor going there.
Are you serious?
100%. That's his 5.0 mock that he just dropped yesterday. I'm going to look up Daniel Jeremiah's mock right now. See,
Oh, we're all wrong because there's no way.
right. Okay, Dan Jeremiah, this was published yesterday. Jeremiah at 6, Spencer Fano, who we talked about last time.
That's a
earlier.
good pick.
Yeah.
But he can't play left.
No.
That's a problem.
They don't have anyone who can play left right now. That's the problem for them, like you said.
It's
Not
the
that Proctor
problem.
can either, but still.
All right, 8. New Orleans.
Nolans.
I have wide receiver Tate.
Okay. Yeah, he's gone on mine, but I understand that.
All right, so there's my top 8. I'm going to do these in 8 packs.
No, we've talked
times
this.
4 is 32, right?
Yeah, we've talked
Yeah.
about this, like, because Jordan Tyson, a lot of people have him going there, but we've joked for how many months that's a hilarious combo with two injured wide receivers.
Of my top 8, I just want to know who's the worst one I did. I'm going to ask you that for all 8 pack. Huh?
Probably Cleveland.
Okay, that's a layup.
Yeah. Why would I do anything else?
But it is the answer.
Yeah.
All right, 9.
KC, what are you doing? Ruben Bain?
Come on.
Ruben Bain.
Nope.
Mansour Delane.
Nope. I'm shooting my shot.
Dylan Thieneman.
Yep.
Jeez. Of course you are.
Dude, they need a safety and a cornerback. He can play either one in a
Yeah.
pinch.
Yeah, I believe you think he could play the entire just defense by
He
himself.
can coach the team while he does it,
He's
too.
11 guys. Just him. Admittedly, when you look at they are starting, right now they're starting Noel Williams, Christian Fulton, Kader Kohu, Aloy
like
Gilman, Shamari Connor. Holy crap, yeah, they do need a whole backfield. There is almost...
Fulton's okay when healthy. I like Noel Williams as a prospect.
Right.
She's still young.
It's a scary looking room for them, though.
Dylan Thieneman, dude.
All right, fair. I see where you're coming from on that.
Mock that. The Giants at 10, they get their boy Tyson. There's the fire. Okay, that's easy. 11, same as you. I got Maui Noah to
10 and 11.
Miami.
All right.
Okay. Dallas. They wanted to move up desperately, and they didn't, and they look like geniuses because they got Mansour Delane at 12.
Sure. Yeah, they'd be pretty stoked
How
about that.
salty does that make you?
I mean,
And here's the thing, y'all. Like, even if somebody out there is mocking me on this, somebody's got to fall.
right? Well,
There's
and
always
that's
a
not huge
handful of
fall.
guys that have. No, it's not. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people go, "Oh, it's way too low for him," or that he's going to go top 10 guaranteed. Well, everybody says that
Yeah.
every year, and every year there's somebody that slides.
Well, and again, you got to remember too, is like a
So-
4-pick, 5-pick slide is not that big of a
And
slide.
it's not. I like Delane. It's not like I said, "Hey, I'm going to have Delane slide." It's just
No,
way the board
our
fell.
slides, and Delane's not even that much of a slide. Our slides are clearly Falk and Mel and Mesidor.
not Falk. Falk's not a slide. He's not. No. I
Sorry,
refuse.
I just want to bring that back
Don't get
every
me
time,
worked
every
up,
chance
man.
I can get.
I need some beer now.
All right, well, we're up to 13 now, which is
Mm-hmm.
LA or Detroit, or are you going to have a trade?
Detroit's only moving up for Proctor, and he's gone, dude. So now I got
Okay.
LA here, and I'm in a very precarious situation.
You're in a dilly of a pickle.
I'm in a dilly of a pickle indeed, dude.
I love that you're trying to think about this in the moment.
Yeah. Well, here's
Those
the
of you
thing.
who want to dissect the brain of JP, this is your
Because
chance.
I truly feel with 50% of my body,
This is half the fibers.
huh? Yes.
Yeah.
That they're all in on trying to get the Super Bowl this year. So
They know Stafford's
They've-
only got a year or two.
they extended him.
Right, but still, a year or two.
So it makes me want to say wide receiver because Adams is older. I mean, Puka's in rehab, and who knows what he did. He's
Right.
He's 24 years old, saying
Figuring
he's
himself
retiring at 30. Like, how do you know How do you know what you feel 6 years from now?
Well, right, and that's my point. I'm not going to hold him to it 6 years from
Yeah. But anyways, it's a weird situation. So I understand why I've leaned wide receiver, and you did as well with Lemon. But here's the thing. They extended Stafford,
Sure.
right?
Wait. Mm-hmm. You're doing it. Mm-hmm. That's
Quarterbacks always go higher.
wow. This is
Always go higher than what anyone expects. It's a fact.
this is him poking his head through the ceiling.
Yeah. They always go high. That's why I think that they would love to trade back with Detroit and take
Right.
them at 17. But then I also think that if Ty Simpson's their guy, then why risk Arizona leapfrogging that? So now I'm back at 13. But here's why it makes sense for Ty, even if they are all in this year. We've said this is everybody knows it's arguably a Super Bowl favorite.
Right.
We also think that when we went through and did the needs of all 32 teams, most complete team
Sure.
by far. What did we say their needs were, Dan? They had 2.
Quarterback,
Yep.
cornerback,
What did they get 2 of?
cornerback.
Boom.
No.
Why did you go out of your way to super address the two?
Mm-hmm.
Probably because you have one of the best damn rosters in the league and you're not picking anywhere near the top of it
No. They're not going to be
anytime soon.
No, they're going to be in the late 20s to 30s.
Correct. So
Every year.
if you don't get everyone
Next
talks
couple
about the QB class next year, hell, they might be picking at 32 next year.
Right, you're not getting any of the
You're
top
not
5 or
getting
6.
them.
No.
You're not getting them.
This
'Cause
could next
everybody's
year-
passing.
If the guys, we saw that might happen this year. If the guys that are coming out next year play as well as they should be able to, you're in a 2024-ish scenario where there could be 6 quarterbacks going in the top 15.
Yeah. So you're not getting them.
No.
So if not now, when?
Right.
Then what? Are they going to get Burrow when
And-
the Bengals let
Right.
Burrow go?
Well, admittedly, if you're going to grab a guy that you know needs a year or two to chill anyways,
And Stafford's a good dude. He'll
Right.
coach the hell out of you.
he's not worried about
I'm
Ty
just-
Simpson taking his job next
No,
week. So.
100% not. They probably already assured him, like, hey, man, here's another $50 million or whatever the hell they gave him. Sign
Right.
2-year extension. You're starting next year and probably the year after that, but we want you to mentor the shit out of this kid.
Sure.
And
I-
what has
I get
Ty
it.
Simpson been good at doing? Being a coach's kid and also waiting,
Which he did at Alabama quite well.
patient dude.
Yep. I still don't think it's going to happen, but
I don't think it's going to happen either. But here I am.
And that's your
is,
mock.
This is a mock.
Okay, 14.
14, same as you. I think we got 2 of the same. Well, outside the top
3,
ones.
9, 10, and
No,
14.
we have 1, 2.
Or 10,
1,
4,
2.
10, 11, 14. We got
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 14. So we got 6
Yeah.
of the top 14.
Yep.
Look at that.
14, Spencer Fano.
Oh, yeah, they
I'm
take
sorry,
a
dude.
heartbeat.
They lost Linderbaum.
Right. Put him at center. Put him at guard. Put him at
Put
tackle.
him at center.
Do whatever
and
you
then-
want.
But you know what the awesome thing is? Sit here and bash me for taking a center at 14. Well, guess what? Fano's going to play there for a year. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
And then you
maybe
move him
2.
somewhere else if you want to.
And then if they need him to move him to right
Put him wherever
tackle
you
or
want.
guard, they will, and then they'll draft a center
Right.
later
They'll
where
be
it makes
fine.
more sense.
Not worried
This
about
is a old look at. I didn't put tackle. I didn't on my notes here. I just put O line.
Yeah. Oh, well. That's
Fano.
all he is. He's an OL.
I
we've
should
said
put
about
O
that.
line minus left tackle.
Right. He is fair. He is the best offensive lineman in this draft.
Yes.
We said it before. We'll say it again.
I don't care.
Moving on. 15.
Sorry, Tampa Bay. You're welcome, Tampa Bay Trey, formerly PFF, now Bleacher Report, or whoever the hell just signed him. I think it's
Nah, yeah, I
Bleacher
think it's- yeah.
Report.
They're doing Bleacher Reports day 3 of the draft. They're going to do
Okay.
the 2 of them, Connor Rogers and
There you go.
Trey, are doing the show together.
I gave Tampa Bay Trey. I hate it as a Bucks fan. I hate it.
Yeah.
Bane
Oh, wow. No.
telling me it doesn't make sense though.
No. Again,
I'm not even going the home state low
Right.
moving cost. I just did.
well, neither of us believe Bain should be in the first round. But he makes a lot more
Well-
sense at 15 than 6.
I don't know.
whatever.
Maybe you I don't know.
End
I
of
don't
the first
let-
round, maybe. Look, we both had him right around 60 on our boards.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's call it what
I'll
it
have to look and see where I got him. I don't know if he because
is. You
I
might have
my
slid him
board
up a
changed.
bit, but still.
Long story short, I guess for what it's worth, I mean, I would. Yes, they need a linebacker and an edge rusher as the top 2 needs. There's nothing there. Well, I would take Jacob Rodriguez. That's just me.
Rodrigo!
But if you're not taking Jacob Rodriguez, I'd take Kenyon Sadiq here. I don't care. I wouldn't take
Which
Bain.
is what I did.
All right, 16 here, man. We're with the Jets. Mm-hmm. I still.
I had Omar Cooper going here.
I know. Here's why I'm struggling to figure out what I actually want to do here. And I'm sorry, I'm doing this sucker live. Just a reminder again. It's just how I like to do it with a gut and see how it flows, man. I have wide receiver as need 4 for them. I
Okay.
like their wide receiver room better than others.
Sure.
I mean, Garrett Wilson is very good, dude.
Yeah. It's the
And
rest
I
of it
like
that worries me.
Adonai Mitchell. I like as a number 2, and he's super young still.
He's still working on getting.
Do they
his
still have
potential.
my boy that they completely disrespected in
No,
Corley?
no, he's gone.
Where's he at?
Somewhere
Colts?
else. Can't remember, but he's somewhere else.
Somebody needs to
It'd
figure
be funny
him
if he
out.
was at the Colts.
Somebody needs to figure
I'll
him
figure
out.
that out,
He's
just
really good. But anyways, so I don't think they need a wide receiver. I personally, no, I don't. I have wide receiver as their 7th need, Dan.
And that's rude.
I was looking at the Colts because that's the slot
Oh,
where
gotcha.
it was. So the needs that I have for the Jets are quarterback. You missed that. That ship sailed.
Cleveland.
Huh?
Cleveland is Malachi Corley.
Well, they don't need a wide receiver at all. So I have quarterback. That ship sailed.
Right.
Edge rusher. That ship sailed based on what the NFL thinks.
Sure.
I'd take a Gabe Akis here all day.
Right.
Linebacker. That ship sailed except for me. I'd take a Jacob Rodriguez here all day. Cornerback.
Not
Scared of McCoy. Chris Johnson.
Really. Are you gonna? Yeah.
a little high, but as he would make it back. Safety, we kind of missed out on that. I'm not as high as Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Interior line, come on. This is one of their biggest strengths. Wide receiver, I don't know. Basically, I have completely different needs for the Jets than the entire world, okay?
Sure.
So I'm just going to go with the buzz of they need a wide receiver, and I'm going to put Mekhi Lemon here.
Okay. Yeah,
How about
Lemon was
that?
already gone for me, but I understand that. That seems like a lot of people.
How about that? Detroit, I don't care.
Okay.
It's not me doing it because it's kind of sort of what I want to happen, but it's the way the board broke. They
Sure.
need to take a tackle. I think that they would. I think if Proctor's gone, I think Miller would be their next guy.
Well, and Miller is, again, plug and play right tackle, so
Yeah.
not worried about that.
So
And
I went
might be,
Miller.
Some people might say it's high for him.
but wait,
but,
pause. I didn't pick for Detroit yet.
Okay.
I forgot my little game that I was doing.
Oh.
So 9 to 16. Who's the one you're mocking
right.
the most?
KC.
KC, Thieneman, Giants, Tyson, Miami, Maui, Noah, Dallas, Delane, Rams, Simpsons, probably that one. Baltimore, Fannell, I hope it's that one because you did it too and you can mock yourself. Tampa Bay, Bain, Jets, Lemon. That's it.
I mean, I can joke about Bain, but I would say that, yeah, I don't think Simpson's going to 13. So that's that one. I'm not going to mock it because it's obviously there's a world, but it just doesn't seem like the pick that's going to happen.
I don't know what pick's going to happen because I also don't know that I think it's going to be wide receiver at all.
Fair. Yeah. This is why, look, we're guessing.
When has this front office ever taken a wide receiver high?
I don't think they have.
Exactly. Why now?
Well, because
Why now, Dan?
Because you don't know what's happening with the wide receiver.
They're not taking a wide receiver 13. They may not take quarterback or a wide receiver. I just don't know what is my next need.
What is your next need for the Rams? You should probably look at that.
Linebacker, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. You would love it if he went
That'd
to the
be
Rams.
super. And edge rusher. Oh,
Oh, well, you could
They
have
could have
Bain
taken
going there.
Bain.
All right.
I hate that. He actually his body size and the way he plays kind of does remind me of their type of player.
I mean, you're not wrong because right now, they've got
boy.
Young and
Yeah.
Verse as the two outside guys right now.
But they're so good.
yeah, fair.
That tells you that's need.
Oh, dude, they don't need a linebacker. They got Sean Dolak.
Yeah, he still hasn't stepped in yet, but I agree. But anyways, we're not there. I'm 17. No, I already did 17. It's Blake Miller. All right.
Right.
18. Okay.
Not Thieneman.
Nope, not Thieneman. Thought about Emmanuel McNeil-Warren here. I did, but a lot of people have done that. But also, guess who I have here on my tumble? I'm going to stop my tumble.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Low slide. Somebody's got to fall.
Sure.
A couple guys got to fall every
And
year.
he's anywhere between where I put him at 9, and I think somewhere in the early to mid 20s is where McCoy's going to go. So yeah, fair.
18. Jermod McCoy.
Well, and they need, as much as we talk about them needing a safety, they can use a corner too. So fair.
Carolina, Sadiq.
No, yeah, if he's still in there,
Had to get it out.
totally
of the
makes
way.
sense.
Dallas.
Okay.
Just like I did for KC. I don't care. I'm doing it.
Uh huh.
Rodriguez.
Wow. Okay. Now I have seen that once or twice.
What?
There was at least one time.
Who?
I don't remember.
I want to give him
Someone
credit,
has
Dan. I don't want
Rodriguez
to mock
mocked.
him. I want to give him
I
credit
don't
because they
remember.
apparently beat me to
I
it.
don't remember. But
Somebody
has
put him to
Rodriguez-
Dallas at
Somebody
20?
has Rodriguez mocked at 20. So I'm gonna see if I can look it
I
up.
like
real
that
quick.
person.
I
Figure
really
it
want to
out.
be someone you don't like.
I really want to know. So Dallas, I got Rodriguez. And then 21, as I hinted while you were going, Pittsburgh, I've taken McNeil-Warren.
Okay.
Same
well,
as you.
All right, so this isn't the one that I thought it was, but Randy Gurzy from Dallas Cowboys on Sports Illustrated.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh, he's from Dallas, dude.
Well, he's the Dallas Cowboys writer for Sports Illustrated, it looks like, according to their website. 'Cause it's
But
the
that-
si.com/NFL/Cowboys on SI, right? So they have...
Makes me feel a little less crazy.
Yeah, they have Downs at 12 and then Rodriguez at 20.
What a draft for okay.
If they got Downs and Rodriguez, that's insane.
That's 2 of my 10 first-round grade players.
Right. So yeah, if you could actually have that happen, right, you'd be pretty stoked about it. There's somebody else that had them that I don't remember who it was or where it was, but they had Rodriguez at 20. But there's not many. It's definitely in the minority when you look at who's got that mock
My
out
favorites,
there.
but the only time I've had Rodriguez in the first round is when Denver still had their first-round pick.
Yeah,
But I had to get him in there. He's so good.
right. Well, and again, so like I said, there's only been a couple times I've seen him, maybe once, maybe twice. It looks like that have gone there. So you're not alone, but you are in the minority, sir.
Sweet. So like I said, I don't know if you heard that. I don't know what number we're at for Green, but Pittsburgh, I have Emmanuel McNeil.
Okay, well that's 6, 7. We're at 7 now.
Okay. Here was my probably the last guy that I had a tumble. So I had like 3 tumble players. Tell me Jim Harbaugh wouldn't be climbing trees and doing sleepovers for Vega at 22.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's definitely something they need. If he was still there at 22, he probably would have been the pick for me as well.
I got him there.
Sure.
He's there. Philly, another dream pick for them. And I'm definitely not the only person who said that this guy feels like the style that they want. But Freeling.
Yeah. Again, if Freeling's still there, that makes sense as well. Sure.
So 23, Freeling, slam dunk. 24, then you got to mock that 8-pack. 24, Cleveland.
Again, would you give them at 6 again?
That's why I'd side. Cleveland's pissed off. You're telling me at 24 you still have Max Ionicher and Caleb Lomu there, and we went Proctor at 6?
Stretched. Yeah. That's why I like Cleveland's draft more for me than yours was. Because, again, remember, in mine, they got Carnell Tate, and they traded up to grab Monroe Freeling, but they didn't have to trade a ton to go up 4 picks. So,
my goodness. Okay. Well, your draft crushes mine for Cleveland.
Who are you putting there?
It's either Cooper or Boston. I think I'm going to go Cooper.
Ooh, okay.
Because for whatever reason, Cleveland believe. Well, let me get this. Is that on? Is that rolling? Mm-hmm. Tillman, man, fantastic when he's on the field. It's just very rare. But he's kind of like your outside, bigger bodied guy, you know. So they kind of need somebody, you know, chopping it up in the middle for Shedeur, and that's why I'm leaning Cooper. But I would take Boston because I have no faith in Tillman staying on the field.
Sure, right.
But I'm going to go Cooper here based on buzz. It's not what I would do. Chicago. I'm using reverse psychology. I put a note when I picked up the phone when you were going after
Dominic
you did
Zavada.
it. I put a little note here.
Dominic Zavada.
Gabe Backus.
Okay. I'd be fine with that if I'm a Bear.
But it's not going to happen now.
Keep him home.
I did it.
Keep him home, baby.
Dude, I have Gabe Backus. So I have my top.
Probably won't go in the first.
Here's how good I feel about Gabe Backus. He's going in the freaking first.
He will be your number 1 player available after the first round.
Guaranteed, because here's what I'm about to say. I had my 10 first round grades.
Right.
I can't remember. I'd have to go pull it up on the computer.
You had him 11 through 20 you weren't sure about.
I was still not. But my 2 guys outside of the top 10 who would just feel like they're worth the swing and the anomalies are Sadiq and Akis. So they're both. Okay. He's top 12 player for me.
Okay.
People have him going in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
He could put. I'm gonna say right now. I think he could. He's close. If he's not like 11 or 12, he's damn close to it. He's top 16 lock for me.
All right.
Say that.
Not going in the first round though.
Yeah, he is. Not going to Chicago.
Chicago.
He's going to go 31, my dude.
No, all right. We'll get there in a minute. 26.
I hope. 26, Buffalo, I got taking TJ Parker.
Sure. Need edge.
Feels all right. They have that 3-4 outside thing. That kind of works for him. I don't think your boy Howell's going in the first round.
No, it's because you're wrong. It's okay.
And then the pick that I can't get away from, I apologize, San Fran. I got a little note here, and it says, sorry, San Fran. I don't think I've changed this pick in months either.
Go ahead.
Max Ionicher.
Yep.
He's been there for months.
Right.
And Houston, same story. I don't think I've changed this one for months. It's McDonald.
Right.
D-line. It's just what it is.
And again, I had different players in both those spots, and it's part of the fun.
29, I got KC. Mm-hmm. That's where I got Johnson going.
Okay, so we both had Johnson going there. So there you go. 8 picks the same.
Damn.
I know, right?
25%.
About right.
Maybe more.
Ooh, we got 3 more to go.
Because breaking news, I haven't got any notes
for Denver at 30?
On 32, but if I were to put a note, it's the same guy that you put.
All right,
so we'll see. I left it blank because we're going to have an open discussion, so be ready for that because Seattle's your team. Okay, so Denver at 30.
Just kidding. It's
a.k.a. Miami.
Right.
Denver's trolling Dan a little bit
Dumb.
here. I hate this pick. I hate this pick. Man, I hate this pick. Because I'm having a tough time with trying to... They need to build from the inside out, and there's just nothing here that I think that they would do, per se. And then they gave the money to Willis,
Right.
Can't let it
Which
just
is-
go up in flames
Yes, they
per
can.
se. They can, but I don't know. I don't know what to do at 30. That's why I actually
No,
really,
Miami's a mess.
I really like the 30 trade. If my craziness doesn't
anyone-
happen and Arizona can go to 30 to get
Simpson, right?
Simpson,
Yeah.
beer burps are a thing.
Happens.
That'd be sweet. But anyways, I'll kill this. I got Boston going there because he's got to go.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, well, again, that was one of the things the Stock Exchange boys were saying. Is like it seems
What?
like the NFL.
They
is
did
higher. They
Boston
have
there?
Boston going higher than that.
Oh, good.
Uh,
I thought you were
there's-
going to tell me that they gave him to Boston.
No,
I
that
was like, I'm
Boston
changing
is a
that.
guy, right? Boston is a guy that will go higher than the pundits think because the NFL likes him better than the talking heads do.
I do too.
Right. Well, you and I aren't talking heads yet.
That's fair.
We're free heads. Free floating heads. Not sure.
Pats, baby.
31.
Yeah, Akis is not there. In real life, he will be, maybe,
Right.
hopefully. But this is a good second choice.
Okay. This
Zion
is,
Young.
that's where Zion is because you've mocked him there quite a bit. You like
Young.
that pick. You like
I
that
like
pick.
Zion Young
Sure.
there. So I got that. So, last pick, Seattle.
The defending champions.
I've got a two-way tie between two players. So
Okay.
basically, you know who is left, roughly off the top of
Right.
your head. Who would you go with? Who's left? Because I got a two-way tie. So
Well,
it's-
again, I went with Colton Hood, so
he's one of the two. You know who the other one is?
Cassius Howell.
Yeah.
So, and the thing about Seattle, when you look
I lean
at
Cassius Howell, and I didn't want to have him go in the first because I don't think he's going in the first.
That's the only reason why I would do that. Because Cassius Howell kind of fits them, but they also have this wonky sort of setup where they're a 3-4, but they use that extra linebacker as more of a rush linebacker than a coverage linebacker. And right now,
I have no notes for Seattle.
no, well, that's the thing. It's like the problem with them, the challenge with them. I would say problem. The challenge with them, they're Super Bowl champs. They're not. There's no problems, right? Challenge for them is DeMarcus Lawrence is getting older. They need to do something about him because they don't really have anybody else right now, in my opinion, that's there to fill that role. Because Derek Hall hasn't really panned out the way we thought he might. Uchenna Nwosu and DeMarcus Lawrence are their two rush guys right now. Old and intermittent at best.
Yeah.
Right? And Cassius Howell is an absolute game wrecker off the edge if he can get loose, right? But then you've also got Spoon and then Josh Job. Is Joby? Job is your other corner. Job's all right, but makes me a little nervous if that's the guy that you're going in with as your other corner. So the question is, because again, the reason why I'm leaning Howell is because when you look at corner versus edge, I'm literally might be changing my mind in the moment. You go corner versus edge because a lot of people are saying 64 is where Jadarian Price is going to go if he's still there, or a running back is going to be their pick at the end of the second round. So now you're talking first round, third round. So would you rather have a first round edge, third round corner, or first round corner, third round edge? And now I'm starting to think in my head that
Edge.
maybe first round corner, third round edge.
I'm thinking edge.
Edge first and then corner. That's my point. Because third round corner.
We said no Mesidor here.
Well, right. We're not doing Mesidor. But
did
that's why
that.
that'd be Howell. Howell would be the pick. It'd be
Fine,
one of the two.
I'm going Howell.
Okay. So, and that's the thing. That's where the flip flop is because if you're talking like
What's their defense? Sorry, why am I
they
drawing
run
a-
more of a 3-4 with like a rush end though. But my point is, if you're gonna go edge first, and you're gonna take a running back at the end of the second, if we're just putting it that way, you're looking.
What if
in,
it's his price? What if DJ's right?
He's not. I'm sorry.
I don't.
He's
think
right
so
about a
either.
lot of things.
I don't think so. either.
Not this one.
I don't think so.
My point is, if you take Howell, you're looking at the Julian Neal, Chandler Rivers, Dalen Everett.
Everett I like.
Well, Everett I like. I think 102 is way
Ooh.
too low for him personally. I don't think he's gonna be. I think 102 is too low for Everett personally. But
The only problem is I'd take Deni Dennis Sutton here and then Everett later. That's what I would do.
fair, I'll give you that. But that's the thing. Seattle picks at 64 and then 96. So if you're taking a halfback, running back, whatever, at 64, 96, you're looking in that, which I think Everett's going to go higher. You're looking at Chandler Rivers, Julian Neal, Will Lee, and then you're stretching for Terry Davis, stuff like that.
But I only say I'd take Deni Dennis Sutton if I was going edge rusher. There might be
right.
another player I'd take at a different
Now, if you
position above him.
take like a Colton Hood, now you're looking at LT Overton, Anthony Lucas, Caden Curry, Joshua Josephs in the third round.
Yeah,
That sounds
awful.
darker.
That's why I lean edge rusher first.
No, you're right. Edge rusher. So I say Howell because I like Howell.
It's Howell.
Howell or
I already
Mesidor?
made the pick.
Who'd you rather have one in the first round?
I would rather take Howell over Mesidor because I think Mesidor's a one-contract player. I think Mesidor's unfortunately more likely to go, so Mesidor
Sure.
should be the. But we
He's
made
trying
a
to run it
pact
back.
to not doing it, unless you want to say the pact's just Falk. If the pack is just Falk, then put Mesidor there.
But again, I don't go Falk because I don't think
I don't think he's going in the first. No, he's just not going in the first round.
All right. Well, that wraps us up.
What was it? What was the pick? What did I pick? Howell?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're still doing the pack, no Mesidor?
Right.
Because otherwise I'd put Mesidor
No
there.
Mesidor, no
right.
Falk. Not happening.
All right.
It'll definitely happen, though.
No, not
We
Falk.
will be laughing at
Mesidor
those
could,
things.
Falk won't. If
We'll
Falk
laugh
goes
at
in the
those
first
things.
round, I'm giving it a flat F.
Okay, so that wraps up the drafts real quick. We're sitting at, like an hour and 15-ish, somewhere in that ballpark.
We did
so-
both that quick.
I know, right? Because we've gone over this stuff so much, right? So
Yeah,
what we're going to do now real quick is we are going to mock some mocks, and we're going to start with Todd McShay. What do you think about the Patriots taking Casey Concepcion at 31?
Hate it.
I knew you
I actually
would.
despise it.
All right. So
Because
yeah,
it's not like they're going to trade for A.J. Brown, and I already don't think that wide receiver is one of their biggest needs.
Sure.
So hate it.
all right, I will point out that you do agree with him on
And he
one.
doesn't. He's not a first round player.
You do agree with him at least one pick, though.
What?
McShay has Blake Miller at 17.
I hope that's true.
All right. Now, he also has Keldrick Falk going to Chicago.
I hope that's true.
I do not. I do not want that at all. Daniel Jeremiah.
Can
and
you
again,
videotape yourself for in case Falk goes? To
I
20,
will give
or
you
wherever
the
hell he picks?
phone. I'll give you the phone. You can have the phone on me. I'll have the phone
When
on you.
Chicago picks?
When Chicago picks, yeah.
All right.
We'll make that happen. When you look at, so I'm looking at Daniel Jeremiah, and again, like we talked about, he's got Fano going at 6, right? I look through his picks outside of the fact he's the one. So Jeremiah has New Orleans going up to 3 to grab Arvell Reese. I disagree with that.
No,
So
no.
while we like a lot of what DJ talks about,
the
that's not
Saints
happening.
have too many needs to be moving up, and no,
Right.
because they'll still get a very good player at no.
Now, one of the things he does have that could hypothetically happen, depending on how the board falls, he has Philly trading with Tampa to go get Proctor to get ahead of the Lions.
Somebody could try to leapfrog the Lions for sure for a tackle because it's
Right.
like I said, Cleveland and Detroit have cornered themselves, so the whole league knows that.
Right.
So if you're scared of missing said tackle that you like, you're going to try to jump that team. Yeah.
Right. So I'd like to point out 2 things as well to finish off his. The Cowboys at 20, Malachi Lawrence.
No,
A little high. A little hot. A little hot. That
not
take.
a first round player.
I can't handle that take. Too hot. Okay.
Nope.
25, the Bears, Keldrick Falk. What the crap?
I like this.
They're trying to make me have a heart attack coming into this thing.
I like this.
Now, DJ agrees with you that the Cardinals are trading into the first to grab Ty Simpson. He's just
Where
got him
at?
trading with the Bills at 26. Which kind of in the same
I
ballpark.
said I want. Yeah, I would say.
Now, he's also...
I would say Miami.
Well, so he's got Miami, obviously because he doesn't have that trade happening. Miami takes Bain at 11, and then they grabbed Lomu at 30.
And I had Lomu available. He was the guy
Sure.
who didn't go in the first that I'm salty
should go.
about.
Well, he
Which
also-
you didn't ask me that. Who should have gone in the first that didn't? It's Caleb Lomu.
Sure.
So I messed something up for sure.
Lomu, I have a feeling that Akis and Lomu are going to be your 2 should have gone in the first round guys by the end of tonight.
Well, I didn't have Lomu go in, but
No,
yeah,
but both
for-
of those
yeah.
are guys who should go that
Are
probably
we doing
aren't
a
gonna go.
pod at the end of the thing?
Probably
tonight?
not tonight. We'll probably do it tomorrow morning. Heads up.
be
Tomorrow
less
before
fun. It'd be
tomorrow
less
before the
fun.
round. We'll see. We'll see where tonight takes
Whoa.
us. We'll see where tonight takes us. The last thing I have to say for DJ that I don't agree with, Kansas City at 29, taking trade on Stukes.
At
29.
nope. If
Little
anything,
strong
I
for you?
should be AJ Halsey. Jeez, oh Pete.
A little strong for you is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
man.
I don't think the Barstool guys you really care about too much. I'm trying to find another name because again, mock draft database, great site to go see everyone's mock draft, but doesn't really. It's good for a lot of things, but doesn't exactly have like I can't search.
Just hit the big dogs. Get like a Kuiper or McShay or something like that.
Well, yeah, Kuiper and Miche both put their mocks out.
And I
again.
like picking on Schrags.
We ran through
You could look
McShay.
at Schrags. Has he done one?
Oh, Schrag did one. He
did?
did one, and let me see. Because Schrager again with ESPN now. So there were a few that he made that I thought was interesting.
Matt Miller.
Okay,
Did he
well,
do one? Well, I know they had to have
Well,
done
of course,
one.
they've
That's
all
a
done
stupid
one.
question.
Yeah. So Schrager, real quick, he's got the usual. Now he has Love going 3 to the Cardinals, which
No.
I don't agree
Smoke
with that either.
screens.
Fano at 6. He
Well,
actually has.
I won't say like full on no because I think the owner is the one that wants
Okay,
Love.
well, Apparently, he and I are on the same page with Dallas.
You and
trading
Schrags?
with Dallas trading up to 9. I disagree with the trade and how they did it because I don't think the Cowboys are going to trade. The Cowboys aren't going to. No, the Chiefs are not going to trade 12 and 20 for 9 and 29. I don't think they're going
Who
to.
they trade up for?
They trade up to get Delane. I haven't traded up for Tyson. For,
I haven't getting Delane at 12.
McCoy. Right. So there's that. They take Bain at 12. That annoys me that I'm that close to him. But he has the Rams and Lions trading for Proctor.
I think that could happen, dude.
It can. I hope it doesn't. That's all I'm saying.
And then, in case anybody's not like picking up on it, it seems kind of obvious. But in case you're not, Rams, Lions, Brad Holmes came from Rams, and
Yep,
just
seen
the
that
connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of. They have a lot of conversations. Let's just
Right.
say that.
So he's got the Bills taking Peter Woods, who we didn't have going in the first, fringe-ish first-round guy. Feels like he's going to be more in the second, the way things have been going for him. They have the Cowboys. He has the Cowboys taking Lawrence at 29.
Wait, who we on?
Traeger.
Oh, still okay.
Yeah. But he also has Zion Young taking the Patriots. He's got
Zion Young drafted the Patriots.
the Patriots drafted Zion Young.
He said it wrong.
Exactly. And then he's got Simpson trading. They have the Cardinals trading up to 32 to grab Simpson. So I would prefer to pick more on him, but I don't feel terrible about some of that
Can't
stuff.
because he
I want
aligned
to.
with you.
More than I'd like him to.
You'd be picking on yourself.
Well, that's happened in the past. So
And apparently, you're aligned with him, and I'm aligned with McShay.
no, nothing
Here
to
we
feel good
are.
about.
Well, I'm not. It was only the one pick. You told me.
Okay. Well, Matt Miller's mock draft, which was a day ago. This is his mock plus intel, which I guess is just his excuse in case he doesn't get the picks right. First 3, same as us. First 4, same as us. He's got Tyson going 5.
Oh, we didn't have the same first.
Well,
four.
no, same 4 players, just not in the same order. So Bailey,
He had
Reese,
Styles going in the top 4.
No, he has.
Remember,
Bailey,
I had
Reese,
Love
he has,
going
right.
7, dude.
Sorry, Love is going 4. So he's
Yeah,
got
so
the same
yeah,
thing.
I mean,
He's got Tyson at 5, Mawanoa at 6, which again we both talked about. That's not going to happen. And then otherwise,
why is the draft suits such a big storyline?
people? It's because they need something to talk about before the game starts. That's how it goes, man. Mesidor at 15.
I
to
would
Tampa.
show up in this, what I'm wearing right
I know
now.
you would. That's why it'd be fun. But Mesidor at 15 to Tampa.
As long as he's not in Detroit.
Which you wouldn't have to worry about. He has Proctor and Detroit. Falk going to Dallas, which would be funny. For me, at least.
Yep.
Lomu to Chicago, because they do need a tackle with Trujillo being hurt. So
Very,
fair.
very underrated need for them.
He's got Niners
Sneaky
taking McNeil Warren.
Okay.
Cardinals are trading with Houston in this.
I don't see
draft.
safety as a big need for the Niners.
No. But he's got the Cardinals with Houston in this draft to get Simpson.
That's
So
20,
another one.
Okay. I
Yeah,
could
another
see
one that
that.
says-
I could see that because if they could move back and get a Peter Woods, McDonald, anybody, you know what I mean?
So the one thing we can pretty much all agree on is
So
someone's
Houston-
jumping up.
If the my craziness of Simpson going at 13 doesn't happen, 28 with Houston or 30 with Miami could be the Arizona's move up spots for sure. I could see either one of those.
Okay. We'll give Mel Kiper a little bit of fun, and then we'll call it good
Well,
for today.
he's the godfather of this.
Right. So Mendoza, Bailey, Reese, Love, Downs.
Mendoza, Bailey, Reese, Love. Okay.
Now he's got.
I don't hate that.
He's the one who has the Cowboys trading up to 6 to grab Styles, which I don't think he's going to.
Dude, I think that the Cowboys are You asked me that. They're the most, but I just don't. I can't make it make sense for the trade. You know.
Right. Well, because again, he's basically got them trading 12 and 20 for 6 and 39, which could happen, but probably won't happen.
I do think that Dallas could trade up with Cleveland, man. I just do.
Sure. But again, the only way that happens is if
I
it's
said Dallas-
Love or Styles.
With Arizona or Cleveland, those are the two where because I think Dallas wants to move up.
I just don't think they're going to move to 3. I think
just
it's
don't
going
think
to
it
be too much cost to 3. Let's see. Tate, Bain going to Saints. I've seen that here and there. Maui Noah to the Giants with their second pick, along with Tyson with the first pick.
I don't hate that. Whose is this?
This is Kuiper.
Oh, okay.
I love when that happens to you. Dolphins taking Delane, which I know we've talked about.
Hate
They
that.
can't go corner.
Despise that.
Proctor at 12 for the Browns when they trade with Dallas. That makes
that's
sense.
stud,
right?
stud move.
But
for
he
that.
has Fano going to the Ravens. So there you go.
Sweet pick.
Sadiq going to the Bucks. Cooper
Sweet
Jr.
pick.
to the Jets. Crap, 3 picks in a row. Freeling going to
You're
Detroit.
just all ESPN.
Oh, good Lord, I guess. I don't know. And then Thieneman, but I'm not counting Thieneman because everyone's got Thieneman going to Minnesota if he makes it that far. He's got Cleveland trading up to 20.
If
to take
Thieneman
Denzel
doesn't go as
Boston.
early as I think he's going 16 right before Detroit. I think
The Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good world for him. He's got Cleveland going up and grabbing Boston rather than grabbing Freeland because I had the trade
And I
going
almost
differently.
gave him Boston instead of
There you go.
Cooper.
Vega to the Steelers, which they could maybe use the help because they did lose
Oh,
a
so
guard.
he's got Vega dropping too.
To 21, yeah.
I have him going 22.
I got him at 19. So you got, I think
Wow,
we all kind of
we
have him
all do.
awkward. And he's going to go 14.
He's
to
one of my
Baltimore
10
and forget about it.
first-round grades.
There you go. Zion Young to the Bears.
Okay.
So now you don't have to worry about it happening. You can blame Mel Kiper, I guess. Keldrick Falk to the Bills. Ian Akor to the Niners.
Crazy thing is,
Crap.
Falk is a Bills style, but they switched schemes a bit, so that might.
Oh, he's got Simpson going with the Finns at 30. Dang it! I now agree with Mel Kiper too on something.
What do you mean?
I had him going at 30 with the Finns as well with the trade, but he's going with Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
I told you.
All right. Well, you know what? No, I will say this: he has Jadarian Price going at 32, which is not good.
I told you. I asked. I wondered too.
I will point out we meant to mock mocks instead. I mocked myself. This is where we're at. Anything
That
you want to wrap
makes
up
me-
with here, bud?
No, if it ends with you mocking you, that's beautiful.
Cheers to all of the mocking.
We'll
that's gonna
let you
happen
know what the
tonight.
hell that is.
Exactly. It'll be in the notes. Enjoy the sticks. Enjoy the first round of the draft. We'll be back next time with Draft Draft.